Hello, everybody. We have a small taste test. Which actually, I think there's probably more than I think. By the time we go through it all, there's going to be more. We have a taste test, a couple kinds of candy, a coffee, a cereal, some other goodies. We have a small Dollar Tree haul and a small thrift store haul. We've been out running around today. Oh, and we went to McDonald's and we have one of the new Happy Meal toys that is the Hello Kitty and Yu-Gi-Oh mashup. Kind of interesting. I got a bowl of milk here, so let's do the cereal first.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is still available. It was limited edition, and we bought it a little bit ago. We just have never opened it. We kept saying, oh, let's do a taste test video, and then we never did. So we have this peach mango. I like peaches. I like mangoes. I thought, why not? Let's give it a try. We did find it at the Wal-Mart in Athens, Ohio. I don't know if they even have it anymore. That's the problem with limited edition items. You may only ever see it once.
Yeah.
Sniff it. What does it sniff like?
Yeah, it smells like something.
I can't smell anything.
Yeah.
So let's put some in the bowl of milk. There's a little hint of peach. Maybe a little bit of mango. It's not a super strong flavor when you try them dry. You want to try some?
Yeah.
I find sometimes peach and mango taste very, very similar.
Yeah.
So they're all right dry. How are they with milk? Well, let's find out.
Oh.
I don't think they taste any stronger with the milk. About the same?
Yeah.
Maybe a little less? That seems to be a thing. They put the flavor on there, and then when you put the milk on, it kind of washes the flavor off.
Wow.
Personally, I would eat them dry. But I have that same problem with other flavors of things, like the I like the frosted mini wheats, the pumpkin spice ones, but I eat them dry because when you put the milk on them, then you lose all the flavor.
Yeah.
At least that's been my experience. Speaking of pumpkin spice, I don't remember if we did this brand. I know we've done a pumpkin spice coffee before. This is Victor Allen's iced coffee latte and pumpkin spice. Limited edition, of course. Found this at Dollar Tree. I actually picked this up, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago. It's been in the fridge. I kept saying, you know, when we do a taste test, we'll do this. Not bad. I think they could have pushed the spice a little bit. It tastes like creamy coffee to me.
Yeah, it's got the smell to it.
It's not a super strong coffee flavor. Matter of fact, I don't really taste coffee. I taste the creamy, but I don't really taste
Yeah.
much in the way of pumpkin spice.
And it tastes a little bit of pumpkin spice, but
It's real subtle.
yeah.
Like I said, not much. I don't know. It's fine. I'm not going to go out of my way to buy more.
Yeah.
But for a quick treat, if you happen to be at Dollar Tree for $1.25, it's all right. Now I was doing a grocery order and came across Ghirardelli Squares milk chocolate caramel waffle cone, which apparently is a new one. We've had the caramel ones many, 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 many times. We love the caramel ones.
Yep.
So I thought I would see how the waffle cone part is. It says crunchy, it says luscious filling, and they have certainly gotten smaller. These are tiny.
They call that food?
It's so small. It wants to grow up to be a chocolate.
Shrinkflation is real, people.
Yeah, they used to be quite a bit bigger.
You get a smaller product, but you pay the same, if not more. I've noticed that a lot with cereal and chips.
Oh yeah. They could put it in the same size package,
Yep.
but label the package smaller weight.
Yep.
And this poor thing got smooshed. It's smooshed. Oh, come off of the packet, please. You can kind of see the little speckles in there. That, I think, is the waffle cone part. And, of course, the caramel on this one is oozing all over everything. It's not because it's hot.
Yeah.
It's been cool today, actually. The high is like 75 or 77, something like that.
Yeah.
Compared to like a week ago when the high was like 97. I'll take the 77, thank you.
Yeah, that night it's been like 50s or
Yeah,
60s.
it was down to like 53 or something last night. I got cold, had to turn the one fan off.
Yeah.
I don't think the waffle cone adds anything to it. Now, what's really, really good is you take the regular caramel ones and use those instead of Hershey bars to make s'mores. Trust me on this. It's really good. I haven't tried it with like the raspberry ones. I bet that would be good too. I love the raspberry filled ones. I don't get them very often. Unless you start eating dark chocolate more.
Yeah.
I know it's not your favorite. Yeah, I don't think the little waffle cone bits add anything, really. It's okay, but it changes the texture of the chocolate just a little, and I'm not sure I like that. What do you think?
No idea.
Now's your chance to try it. Now that you ate the cereal.
Yeah.
Did the flavor of the cereal get stronger the more of it you ate?
Somewhat, yeah.
I was wondering if that would be an effect. These do go well with the pumpkin spice coffee. Taking all that good caramel off of here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I didn't go crazy and buy like 2 packs of these. I almost did. The other pack I got was just the regular caramel ones. And I have them in the drawer in the fridge so that they're nice and not melted all over everything. And if we want a little treat, we have a little treat. But yeah, the Ghirardelli squares, if you get the caramel ones, just the plain caramel ones, they are really, really good in the s'more. There. Now I don't have to worry about the can. Did you want to try these? I mean, I kind of want to try these, but I also kind of want to save them for snack for work. I suppose I could always pick up another packet if I like them enough. I'm not going to eat the peanut butter ones. Those I'm saving. Did we do these in a video before? I know we bought some before.
Maybe.
Because we bought them at the one in Gallipolis that one day. Oh, that's your bag. We did go to McDonald's today for lunch. We got Happy Meals. And fortunately, we both got the same toy, but that's okay. We didn't open either of them yet, did we? So this is the Sanrio Yu-Gi-Oh! Mashup. It's a McDonald's Happy Meal exclusive. So I don't know if that makes it canon or not. We both got, is it Cinema Roll? Is that what you said?
I think so, yeah.
This is Cinema Roll Blue Eyes White Dragon. The back of it. It's just a cute little plushy thing that you can hang. Save them up, hang them on a Christmas tree or whatever.
Yeah.
Whoop! The tag fell off. Got a little Happy Meal shaped tag with a QR code so that you can put this character into a game. Talk about that in a minute.
Oh boy.
The box, standard Happy Meal. Then we've got the QR code where you can get into the game. We have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Hello Kitty thing, and here's the different ones that are available to get. So we got this one. I might try to get some more of them. I'd kind of like to get the Kuromi one.
Yeah.
And you were talking about the Hello Kitty one.
Yeah. I want them all, really.
So, anyway, about the QR codes. We're sitting there at McDonald's. And I said, well, let's see what this does. So I scanned the QR code. And first, Google tells me that it might not be a good website, that might be dangerous. You know, do you want to proceed? I'm like, yes, let's proceed. Then the Wi-Fi at McDonald's blocked the address.
Ah!
So McDonald's is saying that they don't trust their own website. So I would be a little leery maybe of, you know, trying to play the game, because if McDonald's store Wi-Fi is blocking it as a dangerous app
Yeah.
or a website or whatever, maybe it really is dangerous, because why would you block your own thing?
Yeah.
That didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Okay, you ready to try something else? You ready for Kit Kat?
Yeah, maybe.
We found Kit Kat pink lemonade flavor. I've seen it in a couple different places. We picked it up while we were at Walmart the other day. Thought, let's give it a try. I've seen it in the regular size, and I've also seen it in the bigger, the king size or whatever it's called. Again, it's a limited edition flavor. Crisp wafers and pink lemonade flavored cream. So it's probably going to taste a little sweeter because they use a white chocolate base.
Yeah.
And I don't know, to me, white chocolate tends to be sweeter.
Yeah.
Are you tasting pink lemonade?
Uh, maybe a little bit, but not enough.
I was wondering if I was missing something. I think people forgot to put the flavor in it.
Yeah.
I must say, I'm a little bit disappointed. Other times when they've done the white chocolate, the flavored white chocolate, it's been really good. The blueberry muffin ones were really good. The churro ones were good. The apple pie ones were good. The key lime pie ones were good. I am not tasting pink lemonade at all. Am I missing something?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, the only thing that makes it pink lemonade is that it's vaguely pink. Of course, on the screen it looks white. It is actually pink. Well, even in the spring when they do the lemon ones, you get a lemon flavor.
No.
I figured these would be similar to those. It just tastes like white chocolate to me. I'm sad. I guess I was basing off of other flavors we've had, limited edition things that we've gotten here in the United States, that we would get something with a little bit more something. But to eat half the candy bar and not taste anything that's remotely pink lemonade,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sad. Hmm. Well, found today at the Dollar Tree a new flavor of Flipz, which are pretzels that are like dipped in various flavorings. And this one says State Fair Churro. Churros flavored covered pretzels. Enjoy the taste of a fresh churro that's perfectly golden, lightly dusted in sweet cinnamon sugar and dunked in creamy milk chocolate. Take your taste buds on a State Fair adventure. Taste the sugar, spice, and everything nice with new Flipz churros. Our crunchy and salted pretzels are coated in a cinnamon sugar churro flavored coating and drizzled with milk chocolate. About 2.5 servings per container, 140 calories a serving, 350 for the whole package. Total fat, we'll say for the whole package, is 14 grams. Per serving is 6 grams. No cholesterol. How is there no cholesterol per serving, but it's 5 milligrams of cholesterol if you eat the whole bag? I guess it's just such a small amount. Sodium, 85 milligrams per serving, 220 for the whole bag. Carbs, 20 grams per serving, 50 grams for the whole bag. Fiber, 1 gram per serving, 2 grams for the whole bag. That doesn't add up. That should be like 2.5. Whatever. Total sugar, 12 grams per serving, 31 for the whole bag. Protein, 2 grams per serving, 4 grams for the whole bag. Which, see, that should be like 5, I think. But vitamin D, 0.2 micrograms versus 0.6. Calcium, 30 milligrams versus 70. Iron, 0.7 milligrams versus 1.7. And potassium, 60 milligrams versus 150 milligrams. So really, all in all, compared to other snacks of similar size, it's right in line. They're not terrible. They're not great. Could be way worse. I really thought the sodium would be higher. Okay, this is how much? 2.5 ounces. This is 3 ounces. Okay. So, the cashews are 20 calories per serving higher. Total fat, 12 grams per serving versus 6. Cholesterol is still 0. Sodium, 40 versus 85. So the sodium's better on the nuts. Carbohydrates, 13 versus 20. Fiber, 2 grams versus 1. Sugars, 8 versus 12. Protein, 3 versus 2. I would have thought higher protein for the nuts, because nuts are a source of protein. Vitamin D, 0. Calcium, 10 versus 30. Iron, 1.1 versus 0.7. Potassium, 80 versus 60. So higher in potassium and iron. Only slightly more in protein, which surprises me. I would have thought they're cashews, they're nuts. They're going to be high in protein, but apparently not. So like I said, comparing snacks, roughly the same size package. You get ½ ounce more of the nuts in the package. But like all the nutrition stuff, they work out to be basically the same. Slightly more on one thing, slightly less on the other. It all evens out. Oh, we've been outside. I can't breathe.
Man, too much outside.
Allergies suck. So here's what they look like. They're kind of a tan coating with a chocolate drizzle. Wow. I can taste the cinnamon sugar flavor.
Yeah?
It really comes through. Okay, Kit Kat, this is how you do it.
Well?
You put the flavor on it. Yeah, if you like cinnamon sugar, this tastes like cinnamon sugar. I would get these again. Those are good. I like those. I don't really taste so much of the chocolate drizzle, but that cinnamon sugar flavor is spot on. Okay, coconut cashews. You're probably not going to want this because it's a nut.
Yeah.
There. Now I can get in them. Kettle Cooked Coconut Cashew. Small batch crafted. Great for snacking. Plant-based protein. Although, when you read the back, there's not that much protein. So that's what they look like. I thought they'd be sweeter. The coconut flavor's not super strong. There's a little bit of it there. The cashew flavor isn't real strong. I think they kind of cancel each other out a little bit. I thought it'd be sweeter. They're not very sweet. I'm not sure what I was expecting. But I kind of thought it would be a stronger coconut flavor than it is. They're fine. I don't think I would go out of my way to seek them out. But since they were right there, I thought, let's give them a try. I like coconut. I like cashews. Do you want to try one of these? I know we tried them before, but I don't remember if we did them on camera.
No idea.
We may have just done it when we were out and about.
Probably.
So these are the Minute Maid Agua Frescas. We have mango and hibiscus. They also make strawberry. We only picked up the two. I think mango would go well with coconut and cashew. Oh, how nice. The little pull tab didn't push the thingy in. I'm trying to not stick my finger in there and cut myself. Oh, that's good. But I like mango, so
And
that's got the mango flavor that the cereal didn't quite carry off.
yeah, it's got the smell to it as well.
It's good stuff. Is this the last food thing? So I don't
Maybe.
think I'm going to open both drinks. I don't need that many drinks right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I did just finish the coffee. I still have my tea from lunch.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, I think I'm more of a mango person than you.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you would feel about hibiscus. I don't remember if we tried that one or not. Okay, so I think this is the last food thing. I mentioned them yesterday when I was doing my one haul. Wahlburgers, dill pickles. Now, I haven't tried them as spears. I have tried them as like the hamburger chips, and they are so good. They're a higher quality pickle than what you would normally buy in a jar. They're found in the refrigerated pickle section. Can I do this without spilling them all over my lap? There we go.
No idea.
Nope, I can't. I just spilled some on my. Oh well.
I can smell the pickle from here.
Oh, they're so good. When I tried the chips, I thought, wow, these are so good. I was wondering if there's a difference when you change the shape of the pickle because of how much of the, you know, brine and stuff it would absorb. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Wow. They are so good. Now, I wasn't really into the music that they made. I was never a big New Kids on the Block fan or a Marky Mark fan. Not a big fan of the acting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the brothers don't really do anything for me. But the pickles. Oh, yeah. Absolutely the pickles. Well, that's just the end of one. I'm glad we went to the birthday party of my client's family member, whoever it was. Her family member or family friend, somebody or other. Because that's where I discovered the dill chips. And I would say they did a good job of getting the same flavor throughout the two different styles of pickle. I found these at the Walmart in Athens, Ohio. Um, the one in Mason, West Virginia, doesn't carry them at the moment. They're almost $6 a container, so they are a little pricey, but they're really really good. Um, I have a piece of that cashew stuck in my tooth. It's driving me crazy. Um, for me, these are going to be like special occasion pickles. So they're not going to be an everyday pickle, but they are so good. So when family visits or something, I would buy them again. Just because, I could buy a jar of pickles for like $3 versus this little container for 6. Although you're getting what you pay for. These are a better quality pickle than what I normally buy.
That and the name itself.
Yeah, you're paying for the name. It makes me curious now what their burgers are like, but I think you probably have to go to Boston to get them.
Yeah,
So aren't they from
probably.
the Boston area?
Yeah, most likely. So many celebrities have their own like food joints. Because even Eminem has one, I think it's called Mom Spaghetti or something like that.
I wouldn't be surprised. Mom spaghetti, that's M&M, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dollar Tree. Didn't get too many things. I mean, I got some snacks, but I found this paper in the crafting section. I couldn't remember if I already had this paper or not.
No idea.
But for $1.25, it's 24 sheets, two of each design, and it's like cardstock. So I got polka dots. I think I did buy this before. We got this black and white design, yellow with what looks like sprinkles. It's kind of teal with multicolored stripes, which you could go either direction, really. Kind of a magenta with a bright green starburst. Kind of a dark royal blue, not quite navy, but rainbow colored spots. A different black and white design. This one's kind of the magenta again with rainbow kind of fish scales. This one's kind of a light teal with multicolored stars. This is a couple colors of magenta, a green, a yellow, and an orange. I think the one's supposed to be more pink and one's supposed to be more purple, but they both look like magenta to me. Oh, this one makes me dizzy. Multicolored diamonds. And then kind of the teal color again with a white zigzag pattern. And I'd say the design on the front page is very, color-wise, very close to what you actually get. Sometimes the colors are way off. I remember I watched a video a couple months ago of a lady who picked up some different paper packets and was really disappointed because what she ended up with didn't match the colors that were on the sample page that was showing you what you're supposed to get. And I could see if you were hoping to do a specific project and wanted a certain shade or whatever. I picked up some more of these fabric boxes, containers, whatever. Um, this one has like a royal blue and a teal and a gray plaid on a white background. I picked up two of that. This one is just black with a gray grid on it. And this one's kind of gray with a floral pattern. It's like a gray on gray. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. I think I have the gray and the black already, but that's fine. I like those. Um, I'm thinking about taking all the books off my bookcase and putting craft supplies in those little fabric bins, and I think I know I can put at least two, maybe three across, and I think that will help me organize a little bit. And then maybe I can use some of the bins that I've got supplies in to put books in. I don't know. I'm in a constant state of rearranging stuff. And then at the thrift store, that's everything we got at Dollar Tree, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because the other things were sandwiches that we've done taste tests on the channel before. So at the thrift store, Humane Society thrift store, for $3.50, I picked up this. This is Creating Keepsakes. It's a fun with photos, memories, and more kind of binder system. Let me pull this out. But it also has 4 books for scrapbooking ideas. So this, I think, was probably one of those deals where you collect the cards. You get like a packet of cards every month and then put them in. So we have a table of contents, and then we have ideas for every day and several project cards. 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 19, 23, 26, and 30. So apparently they didn't put all the cards in the thing, or maybe they didn't get it every month. I don't know. But I was thinking junk journaling and scrapbooking are very similar in some ways. And I think you could use some of these design elements to create elements for junk journals. And that's why I ended up picking it up ultimately. Like, here's one about doing a thing for recipes. Well, I want to do a recipe journal, so this might be an interesting layout to do. And how they put like a pocket and then stuck the recipe down inside the pocket. And then you got, a picture and what have you. Well, I wouldn't necessarily have to do the picture side. I could just do the recipe side if I wanted. I mean, it's my thing. I can do what I want, right? But I like how, like, here's different card styles, scrapbook page that you could do. I like this idea with the pocket. So just different things. Let's see, this is supposed to be newspaper hats, but they took the P out and put a K. So I wonder if this kid maybe said newspaper instead of newspaper. I don't know. I find it kind of weird, but if that's how the kid says it, then that would make sense. But to me, it doesn't.
Damn kids these days.
Oh, you used to say weird stuff too.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I like how they use this color combination, or I like how they layered it a certain way, and that I'm using this as an idea generator. So there's, different, what is this? This is seasons, holidays, and celebrations, life's milestones. Yeah, I think we've got the same 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Oh, wait, 10, 12. Here, it tells you how to make a gift box, but I wouldn't necessarily have to have that. But I like the idea of this tag, or how they maybe laid that out. Sports, travel, recreation, weddings, family heritage. So there's a lot of different ideas. Fun with photos, design ideas and techniques, which is probably going to be something I'm more interested in. Mix and match word blocks. Now, see, I love doing different kinds of typography, so that would be cool. Sticker collage. So I'm thinking that, this might be pretty cool. Supplies, all the right stuff. So I guess it's giving you tips on, here, creative lettering. How to do the picket fence alphabet. Journaling subjects, hidden journaling. See, perfect for junk journals, right? So there's that. Would have been even cooler if it would have had all of the cards, but I got it from the thrift store. We're supporting the Humane Society, so we're helping out the doggies. And it also had these 4 books stuck inside. Scrapbook Trends, September 2008, Celebrating Grandparents. This was $14.95 originally.
Damn.
But it's got, different layouts, lots of ideas. Here about the little black dress. That would be cool in a fashion journal.
Yeah.
What about a new kitty? Here's doing like a banner. There's different card ideas. Here's back to school stuff. Here's a Think Pink, Celebrate Life. Places where you can buy various things, which may or may not still exist.
Yeah.
Let's see. Columbus, Fairlawn, Mason, North Olmsted, Enon. Oh. Fairborn. Fairborn is one word, not two. Greenville, Louisville, Solon, Pickerington, Grove City, New Regional, Lewis Center, Archibald, Lima, Westerville, Columbus, Kettering, Englewood, Amherst. Nothing around this area.
God damn.
I used to live near Fairborn. I mean, like, literally, if I crossed the cornfield, I was headed into Fairborn. The house I grew up in was at the corner of 3 counties. The house itself was in Clark County. The driveway was in Montgomery County, and if you walked across the cornfield, you were in Greene County, which is where Fairborn is. So, yeah, I had a Fairborn phone number. So, having this be Fairborn is wrong. It's Fairborn, one word, not 2 words. And it's where Fairfield and Osborne came together, merged together, and became Fairborn. And that there was another Fairfield in Ohio, so it made sense, I guess, to get rid of the one. I also wasn't terribly far from Enon. But yeah, none of these are our area. West Virginia, Vienna, which is over near where the mall is at Parkersburg, Vienna Parkersburg. Ripley. That's it for West Virginia.
God damn.
So basically, if we turn right, we go toward Ripley. We turn left, we go toward Vienna when we get to I-77.
Yeah.
And I would guess that chances are neither of these places are still there. Because Grand Central Avenue, isn't that the mall?
I think so.
And last time we walked through the mall, they didn't have a scrapbooking shop.
Yeah.
Zane Trace Inn's not in Zanesville?
Huh.
Huh.
Oh.
I would have thought for sure the Zane Trace Inn was in Zanesville. Because that's where Zane Trace is.
Yeah.
Scrapbook retreats. I sincerely doubt this still exists, but we could always look it up at some point.
Yeah.
This says it's in Somerset. Flip Flop album. Oh, how cute! Kit includes actual flip flops for front and back covers. Huh. It is a cute idea. We also have, what was this one? October 2008, December 2008, November 2008. Let's put them in order. So October says take the new technique challenge, and it's got like trick or treat and stuff on the front. November says scrapbooking gratitude, get inspired by music, cards for the season. In December, give, spread the love with fun holiday gifts. Scrapbook the simple things, Christmas mini albums. So I think there's a lot of great ideas in here that could easily be adapted into junk journals and things. Like this little mini journal or mini album. Make it into a mini journal. It's very cute. I'm wondering how hard it would be to track down some of the items that they're using, since these are from 2008.
Who knows?
Oh no, see, I think this is cute. This little Christmas tree. May your holidays be simply wonderful, purely delightful, and truly joyful. But there's no reason you couldn't turn this into a pattern and cut out or tear out your own tree and decorate it inside your journal. They still call it Fairborn instead of Fairborn. There's no West Virginia.
Huh.
So between September and December, the two West Virginia ones disappeared out of their list.
Interesting.
So my question is that because those stores closed? Or is that maybe they weren't carrying the book anymore? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
You want to show off your goodies?
Yeah, probably.
So all of his things came from the thrift shop.
Yep, a whole bunch of the good shit that makes you want to mew at trees.
Watch the language, dude.
I am watching it come out of my mouth. Jokes!
Yeah, but I like it to be like a family channel, you know?
A game on the PS2. Another game. Another game. And more.
So this is Corvette for the PlayStation 2.
All these things are...
Apparently it's the 50th anniversary one.
Damn.
No, I mean, it's got a 50, so...
Yeah,
50 years of Corvette.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2 ATV Quad Power Racing 2. And Gran Turismo. Is this regular PlayStation?
Yeah, it's for the PS1.
Okay, PS1. And
More games.
these are like regular computer games, which I won't be able to play on my computer because they don't come with DVD or CD drives anymore.
Yeah.
Hoyle Casino. Over 350 Vegas-style game variations. Frogger! Yeah, I remember Frogger back in the day. We had it on the Atari 2600.
Goddamn.
Up to floor players. Up to 4 players with multiplayer split screen. Dozens of challenging new levels, 9 unique worlds. 3D graphics and cool music. And Nickelodeon Party Blast, which doesn't say anything on the back. It's just kind of a cool teal color. What do we know about this one?
No idea.
Not much.
Oh, I know it's got Jimmy Neutron on it, so it can't be that bad. But something like Party Blast makes me think Mario Party clone.
Yeah, I was wondering.
And I like Mario Party, so
Select player, select mode. Single player blast replay cup challenge. Under single player, multiplayer, it's party play. Play any level that is currently available to you. These are the levels that have already been in locked and replay mode. Cup challenge. Isn't there a list of the games?
No idea.
Things you'll find on every level. Heads up display. Goos.
Yeah.
Coins. Star tokens. Food fight. Power-ups. Hints. Pipes. Rollerball. Coin rally. Squirt and splash. I don't see like an actual list of games unless those things I just read off are the games.
Yeah, maybe.
It says things you'll find on every level, and then it lists food fight, pipes, rollerball, coin rally, squirt, and splash.
And those do sound like minigames, sort
Yeah,
of. Titles.
I don't know. I'm a little confused. I hope you can actually play this on one of your computers.
Yeah, maybe. I got tons of them. It's like a
And
goddamn.
then the last one was Wii Sports.
Yeah. Anybody.
Which, you know, comes with the Wii.
Yeah.
Anything else? We got everything, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, because the only thing I didn't open to try was the peanut butter flips, but I mean, that's just peanut butter pretzels.
Most expensive thing out of the whole lot. Because if you were to go on eBay, oh, the prices on this game
Yeah, but the people on eBay
are
can
insane.
sometimes go nuts.
Yeah. At one point, I've seen a copy of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, disc only, $300.
Which is insane.
Yeah. And like, I could just go and download a ROM file and play it that way. I'm not spending Nintendo Switch money.
Yeah, you could buy a whole system for that.
Yeah. But all these were $1 each, so, I mean...
So I think all in all, we did okay. I mean, I look at it as it was a donation to the Humane Society.
Yeah.
And we both got things we were interested in.
Yeah.
Got all these bites from working out in the yard. My elbow itches like crazy. Anyway. Anything else? I think that's it.
Probably.
I guess that's it for right now.
Yeah, for the most part.
Wasn't actually planning on doing this video today, but since we were out running and came home, the whole point was when we went out was I had to drop off my timesheet for work, and we were going to grab McDonald's for lunch because we didn't go last night. By the time he wandered down, it was too late to go out.
Yeah.
And actually accomplish anything. So, well, while we're out, let's run into Dollar Tree and see what they've got. I wanted to get some of the frozen sandwiches that we like. And they had three flavors, but the one flavor they only had one of. And the other two flavors, we got the barbecue chicken ones, and then they had the spicy breaded chicken, which, when we tried them before, basically had no flavor whatsoever.
Yeah.
So we don't get that one, but we did get the barbecue chicken because it's generally pretty good. We
Yeah.
didn't stop at the Family Dollar because it was on the way out from work when I dropped off my paperwork, and I knew we were going to go other places, and I didn't want frozen things sitting in the car while we were in getting dinner.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And maybe next time I go over that way. I don't know. I was hoping to find just the regular grilled chicken sandwiches or the cheeseburgers. Because the cheeseburgers, the grilled chicken, and the barbecue chicken are the three that I think are the best. So I don't mind picking those up and keeping some on stock in the freezer. You found what? Cheeseburger Hot Pockets?
Yeah.
So you picked up a couple of those. But other than that, I mean, we just had a nice casual day. We have been working so hard the last several days that we needed a break. I really didn't do anything yesterday other than post a couple videos because I just didn't feel good. Between my allergies and all the work we've been doing outside,
Yeah.
it was to the point where I just couldn't do anymore. So, but here we are. Probably ought to try to get a little bit of something done today.
Yeah.
If we do a little bit every day, then it'll eventually get there. But man, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish my book yesterday. I read like 2 or 3 chapters and I was just like, I can't do this. I am so close to DNFing it, but I've already read the book that comes after it. And I'm like, to make that book make more sense, I really need to finish. And it's like less than 100 pages. I should be able to just sit down and do it, but I don't know. This particular one, this volume in the series is just, it's a struggle. Which is a shame because I really did enjoy the series up to this book. And even the book after it, I think was a little bit better than what I've read in this particular one. So I don't know. Book 12, skip it. I don't know. Got another book I started reading and it's such small print, I can't read more than a chapter at a time. And I can't find it as an audiobook. If anybody knows if there is an audiobook version of A Short History of Tractors in Ukrainian, I can't think of the author's name offhand. But if you know of an audio version, let me know. Audible doesn't seem to have one. I thought they did, and I went to buy it, and they didn't. So I would really like to find it as an audiobook. It's not a long book, necessarily. I mean, a couple hundred pages. It's not. But the print's a little on the small side, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing things correctly when I read it. So I would like to have an audio so that I can hear how the words are supposed to sound. Because sometimes that makes a difference. But anyway, I'll have to find a different book to read, I guess. To read it alongside. I did see one mentioned, gotta think of his name. Eric Carl Anderson is the YouTuber. He's an American who lives in London and has lived in London for several years. His voice is so soothing. I love listening to him talk. And he was doing a book haul, and one of the books sounds really interesting. It's called The Watermark. So now I'm going to hunt for that and see if I can find it as an audio, and at the same time see if I can also get a copy of it in print, because the way he was describing it is what really made it sound interesting. It's like there's some people who somehow end up in books and they're trying to escape the books, and they're like different genres and things. And the reason I want a print copy as well is because part of it, I guess they're trying to escape a graphic novel. It just sounded really neat to me. I don't know a whole lot of details. I was kind of half asleep when he was talking about it. And he's so relaxing to listen to. But it sounded really interesting to me. So I'm going to have to see if I can track it down. I can't think of the author's name offhand because, like I said, I was half asleep when he was talking about it. So I'm going to see if I can track that one down. Hopefully I can find it as an audio and as a print copy. Our library is pretty good about if you're looking for something, they'll track it down. They might even buy a copy for their collection if they get enough interest. Like last year, they got a copy of Glory, which was up for the Booker, because I requested it, and they were like, "Oh, it's a Booker nominee, so yeah, we'll get it." And there's been a couple other ones that their book buyer thought, "Oh, that sounds interesting," so they picked it up. So I feel like they're really good about listening to what their patrons want and picking up things that they think they'll like. I'm hoping they get the third First Cat in Space book. I'm not sure when it's due out, but I do want to read it. So I know it's coming. I just happened to stumble across those when I took my client to the library one day, and those were a lot of fun. Again, they're like middle grade graphic novels. And I can read them in an afternoon if I just sit down and read. But that's been kind of a problem. I can't concentrate long enough to sit and read anymore. It used to be I could sit all day and just have a book in my face and the headphones on and read along as it's being read to me, and or while I'm doing something on the computer, be listening to an audiobook. And anymore, I can't concentrate long enough to listen to an audiobook or to read a book physically, and it's really driving me nuts because I love books and I want to read, and I keep picking up books and then I don't read them. So I'm getting kind of like, maybe I need to start clearing out some books. I don't know. I do have some that once I read them, I know I'm going to donate them, but I don't know. I also have like a whole shelf of books that came out of book boxes that some of them I don't want to keep anymore. A couple of them I've read and they were all right, but it's nothing I'm going to reread, so I don't really want to keep them. The only reason I'm keeping hold of them is because they have like the signed book plates, or they're signed, actually signed in the book. But if it's a book I'm not interested in, then it's really no point in keeping it just because it's signed. So I'm kind of on the fence on a couple of those. And there's a couple of them I ended up somehow with 2 copies. Like at one point I was getting 2 different book boxes, and they must have had a couple months where I got the same book in the boxes. Because I know I've got, was it Spin the Dawn, I think, is one of them. And it was really, really good. And I never did pick up the second book. I ought to. And I was hoping my niece would be interested, but I guess she's not much of a reader. Which is sad, because I would gladly pass them on to her, and then she could pass them on to her friends. But if she's not interested in reading them, then there's really no point in trying to pass them on to her. I don't know. I have gotten a little disappointed in trying to donate them to my library, because rather than putting them on the shelf and adding them to the collection, they just dump them in the book sale. And I'm like, no, those were supposed to be added to the collection. And a couple times they've done it. I mean, I could walk in right now and be like, yeah, I donated that and I donated that and that. But there's been other books that when I walked into the book sale, there they were. And I'm just like, seriously? I donated them because they were not in the library's catalog. I wasn't donating things they already had. I was donating things they didn't have and specifying, hey, I would like to have these added to the collection. That's why I'm donating them. Oh, okay, great, thanks, And then they end up dumping them into the book sale where they don't get anything for them. I mean, I go in, I can get a whole carload and pay like $20. They're not pricing them per book or anything. And if they're signed, I think they're worth a little bit more than just, oh, throw it in a bag and take it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Of course, at this point, they're older books. So I don't know. Not sure what to do with them. I suppose I could sell them. But then I have to go through all the crap of shipping them, and
Yeah.
I can't be bothered.
Too much work.
Yeah, it's too much work. So, I don't know.
Even with doing shit like yard sales, that's too much work. Because you have to price all...
Yard sales are a lot of work.
Yeah, because you have to price them, and you have to do this and do that.
But, I mean, just looking right from where I'm sitting, I can see 1, 2, 3, 5... about probably 10 books off that one shelf that I know I would get rid of. A couple of them I haven't read but would like to at some point, and a couple of them I just have no interest in whatsoever and are still in the plastic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there anybody who would be interested in some young adult fantasy? See, that's the other thing, is so much of it is fantasy, and I'm really not a big fantasy reader. I've read the ones I was interested in, and some of them I'm just like, why should I force myself to read something that really doesn't have any appeal? Why do all the book boxes have to be fantasy oriented? But then a couple of them I thought were fantastic, so I can't say all of the fantasy is something I'm not interested in, because some of it was pretty good and I would read more. If it's the first of a series, or maybe I would read another book by that author. But then some of them I'm just sitting here going, meh. I'll probably get rid of my Goldie Bear books. They're culinary mysteries. I just cannot stand Goldie. If you don't like the main character, you probably don't want to read a long series. And I've given her every opportunity to make me like her more. I've read like the first 4 or 5 in the series. I just don't like her. I wish that was a better main character, because if I liked the main character, I would have read the whole series by now. But I read one and I just cringe every time she comes on the page. She's awful, in my opinion. Other people love her, I guess. That's why there's so many books. I'm sitting here going, eh. I have a couple of books from the Lucy Stone series, and that one I have read completely out of order. So it's very bizarre when I pick up a book, because I don't know necessarily where it falls in the series. So it may be while she was pregnant with her youngest child. It may be her youngest child is now in school, and her oldest child is now married and having a kid, or, I'm just like, oh no. But I've bounced all over in the series. And even Lucy, at times, just kind of grates on my nerves. So I don't know. I don't read much Stephen King, but I have at least 4 sitting there on the shelf that I can see. Dead Zone, Firestarter, The Stand. I can't see what the other one is. I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to read The Stand. I mean, that's a brick. I don't think I could sit that long. Although I did somehow manage to get through it. Didn't care for it. I think it's his writing style. He's a little too descriptive at times on stuff that to me doesn't matter. And then when it's something I want more description of, he kind of glosses over it. I did like Pet Sematary quite a bit. And I loved Cujo. Out of the Stephen King books that I have read, I would say Cujo, Misery, and Pet Sematary are the three I like the best. But I'm not interested in the Gunslinger and all of that whole Dark Tower thing. I thought I read The Shining, but apparently I didn't because I don't have any record of it on Goodreads. But I really thought I read it. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what The Stand is about. If it sounds like something I'm interested in, I might read it, but I might just say goodbye to that book. So, anyway, I don't really have anything else to talk about at the moment. I'm just, at this point, rambling. So, let me know if you would be interested in me maybe reading a book and talking about it. Would you be interested in a book unhaul video? Um, they'll be doing a book sale coming up probably October. It's usually April and or first weekend in May and I think first weekend in October. I usually do a haul, but I think I've only really done like one or two unhaul videos on my channel. Would you be interested in an unhaul video? I could clear off some of the space on my shelves and get rid of Goldie Bear because she just drives me nuts. I know I'm not going to read them. If I decide I want to read them later, I'll just check them out of the library or something. Or borrow them as an audiobook. What else do I have over there that I can see offhand? Don't want to get rid of any of that stack. Got some classics I don't want to get rid of, like books I love. Treasure Island, Dracula, Frankenstein. Those are staying. I've got some Shakespeare, F. Scott Fitzgerald. I got a little collection of. I can't see what that is. There's a shadow over it. I can't see the title. But is that something y'all would be interested in? Because I want to give you content that you like. I'm really still considering, and I mentioned this, long time ago, at least a year ago probably, maybe longer, about going through some of these, like Loot Crate and Collector's Case and things that I've already done on the channel before, but going back through and seeing what there is and is there anything that I would be willing to part with. But there again, where do you donate it? That it's going to do somebody some good. I don't know. But that would clear up some space if I could, get rid of some of it. Find out the things I don't want to keep and see if anybody in the family wants it. And if they don't, pass it on to somebody else. Maybe donate it to the Humane Society thrift shop. I don't know that they would understand some of the collectibles, though. And donating it to Goodwill, the local one closed. They didn't survive COVID. So I would either have to go to Gallipolis or Athens or into West Virginia to probably Ripley. or Parkersburg. The Parkersburg one seems to be the better one. Reasonable prices, and it's set up nicer than the one at Ripley. I don't know. But I think I found more things at Ripley. Athens and Gallipolis price their things too high. I did get some good deals at Gallipolis when I bought jeans for like $5 a pair. That was fantastic, but everything else in their store was way overpriced. And so much of it was new stuff. It's like, yeah, Goodwill is supposed to be like a thrift shop, not new stuff, but, gently used things that people might want. And then when they do have that stuff, they just jack the price. And it's like, you can't put eBay prices on this stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. They're going, oh, well, it sold, one sold for this much on eBay, so we're going to price it at that. No, that's not how you're supposed to do it. That kind of defeats the purpose of it being a thrift store. Now people can't afford to buy there.
Yeah.
And the one in Athens is so small. It's in this great big building, and they just use a small part of it for the shop. And the whole back section that you can't enter is, like, I guess their processing area. But the stuff is so jumbled on the shelf, you can't tell what they've got. And then nothing has, like, actual prices, or very little has actual prices on it. So then you got to keep asking, well, how much is this one? How much is this thing? How much is this thing? I mean, yeah, they got some signs that are like, books are this much, and like hardcovers this much, and paperbacks are this much, and DVDs, blah, blah, blah. Fine, okay, great. But like over in the random stuff, there's a couple things on a sign that's all like dishware. So a glass is this much, and a plate is this much, and it's per thing. And so if there's a set that you want to get, you're pricing it per item, which makes it way too expensive, instead of pricing it as a set, which would be less expensive. So I do have issues with the local Goodwills.
Yeah.
Where the two that we go to in West Virginia on occasion, they price things reasonably. And I wonder if it's because either A, they haven't considered doing eBay pricing, which is good, or B, they know that their clientele can't afford if they price it high.
Yeah.
Because I know we were in the one store one night, and there was this family. They must have had 4 or 5 kids with them, and they had a heaping cart full of stuff. And I was like, oh, if they tried to buy that in Ohio, they would never get out of the store. They wouldn't have enough money.
Yeah.
But they were able to get like a whole cartload of stuff, a heaping cart, for about $100. And I was surprised that they could afford that, because they really looked like they were scraping their pennies together. Now, I don't know if that is true, but just the way they presented themselves and all the kids running around, and I was really hoping that they would be able to get all the things that they were trying to get. Because you could tell they were buying clothes for the kids, and when you got young kids, they grow so fast, and they're growing out of that stuff as fast as you buy it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I bet they're buying because all the kids have grown out of everything, and they're probably handing it down. So you buy for the oldest 1 or 2, and as they grow out of it, the next kid's growing into it, and you just pass it down the line. Okay, that's fine and dandy. That works great if you got, stuff that the other kids will wear. I mean, shoot, growing up, I had a cousin who's a couple years older than me, and as he grew out of stuff, they passed it down to me. I didn't care. Well, it's boy clothes, so it's clothes, isn't it? But I grew up on a farm, and there wasn't a lot of money. There were times when, it was hard to make ends meet. And Mom made a lot of my clothes, but that's when you could afford to make clothes. Now, the cost of just the pattern is more than what you can buy it off the rack. And then when you buy the fabric, you're looking at nice quality fabric, starts around $6, $7, $8 a yard. And if you need multiple yards, now, okay, you've just paid, say, $15 for your pattern. Now you're paying another $20, $30 for fabric and all your incidentals like your thread and what have you. It is getting to where you could have gone for that 30, $40 and bought a whole outfit. Especially if you can wear things off of places like Temu and Shein and those places, or even Walmart. If you hit the clearance rack at Walmart at the right time, you can walk out with a whole cartload of stuff for next to nothing. I've gotten real lucky different times finding stuff. So, you count on places like Goodwill to help you in those situations. And right now, they're pricing themselves to the point people can't afford it, which is sad.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing with certain yard sales and garage sales.
That's because people are out to try to get everything they can.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I get it. You're selling your stuff. You can price it whatever price you want.
Yeah.
But I tell you, my client got an excellent deal. She bought a laptop at this yard sale we stopped at. It did not have a power cord. So we didn't even know if it worked. And they were wanting $5 for it. And I said, well, I don't know. I don't think that's a good deal because you have no way of testing it to see if it even turns on.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, I don't have a power cord for it. He says, tell you what, I'll sell it to you for $1.
I think that.
I said, well, okay, for $1, if it doesn't work, I'll buy it back from you for that dollar and we can use it for parts.
Yeah.
I have people we could pass it on to that would use it for parts.
Yep.
So $1, yeah, okay. So she bought it for $1, and then we spent the day going from thrift shop to thrift shop looking to see if we could find a power cord that fitted. Because I said, well, let's try mine and see if it fits. We'll see if it at least will charge and you can get it started. I said, but I have to have my power cord back because I use it for my computer. She's like, okay, and we tried it and it didn't fit. So we spent the afternoon going to several different places and we never found one that fit. So I ordered one. And what am I feeling rubbing against my leg?
No idea.
I don't know. Something was rubbing and I was like, what is that? But I don't see anything. Anyway, I ordered one. So it was about $8, $9, something like that on Amazon. And so for under $10, she has a working laptop.
Yeah.
I really should have turned in a bill for the power cord, but I didn't. That'll be a gift. Because at this point, it's been over a month, and I'm like, I'm not going to fool with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, I did get something when I ordered that. For my recipe journal, I picked up a couple stamps. They're the self-inking kind. And this one is top secret. Because, secret recipes. And unfortunately, I smeared it when I stamped it because the box has that coating on it and it didn't get completely dry before I touched it. But it works. And the other one I got is classified. They were sold out of confidential. And again, I mean, it stamps fine. It's just to, press it down and what have you. And I thought, those will be fun. Do a top secret recipe page or something. Completely forgot to haul those. Well, they've been sitting there for about a month now. Anyway, that's really all I've got. I mean, I've been yapping for an hour and a half. And we already did the taste testing. We already did the hauling. So I need to just shush, right? I know a couple of you like listening to me ramble, which is great. Thank you. But I'm sure others are like, will you just shut up already? So since it's been an hour and a half, I'm going to let y'all go. Because I really don't have anything else to talk about. So remember to do all the YouTubey things. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Ring the bell icon to be notified of future uploads should the YouTube gods deem it worthy. And we will see you in the next video, whatever it may be. Still haven't gotten the boxes yet, but I do know that, Boxu and Soulbox have renewed, and Snack Crate should be renewing next week. So we ought to be getting them soon.
Yeah.
So the chances are that'll probably be the next things that we do, unless we go somewhere and end up doing another haul. Would like to go to a movie, actually, one of these days.
Yeah.
I want to go see Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
I've heard mixed things so far. I want to judge for myself. I think it's going to be great fun because Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds are such good friends, and
Yeah.
just watching them interact with each other outside the film makes me want to watch them interact in the film. So
Yeah.
I think it'll be fun. And if we get to do that one of these days, then maybe we'll do a review or something. I don't know. What do y'all want to see? Do you want a movie review? Do you want, like I said, a book unhaul video? I've been doing a couple hauls. Time to unhaul something. Would you want to see me go through what's in the loot crates and various sub boxes that we did and sort out what we want to keep and what we want to potentially get rid of? Whether it's donated or give it away or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I'm running out of ideas. What else do y'all want to see? So let me know in the not in the description, in the comments. I yapped too long. My brain has gone. I don't know. What would you like to have as videos? If I ever find my other two banners and sit down long enough to pin the pins on, reorganize my pin collection, I can show that off, but that's going to take some time because I'm not entirely sure what I did with the banners. I think they're in the box over here. Anyway,
Probably.
I have already done the spiel, so I guess we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.